What's up, Capoeira Nation? Welcome back to the Capoeira Experience Podcast. Thank you so much for coming back, listening to every single of the episodes. And thank you for supporting this podcast and supporting this work. One of my dreams is honestly connect the entire Capoeira community. That's my dream. And I want to do it through this podcast. And of course, through events. And of course, you already know what happens in the huddle, right? So the Capoeira community is very important to be united. We have many people saying, like their priority is the capoeira community, but they never travel, they never support other capoeira schools. I heard many times from other capoeiristas saying that the capoeira community is super important to support each other. It's super important to be engaged with the capoeira community. However, I've never seen them going to other classes, supporting other classes in your area, much less in area outside. So I'm saying this because it's super important to have connection with the community, engagement with the community, and that engagement comes from traveling. Traveling is super important. I don't know if I've said it enough in the podcast, but traveling and connect to a community, supporting each other's schools, doesn't matter how your capoeira style is. It doesn't matter what capoeira school you are. Doesn't matter. I'm talking about capoeira in general. Forget about the school. Forget about the style. Forget about the name. Support the capoeira community. That's what really matters. And my second point with this is because I want to talk to you about traveling to capoeira events. There's three things I really consider. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about this. Number one, budget. Number two, time. I'm going to talk to you about that. And number three, distance. Okay, so it depends. Okay, let's start first about the budget. So without the money in our pocket, we're not going to be able to travel or support our capoeira schools or events. And supporting capoeira events is a huge value to the capoeira community. Why? Because number one, you support by you paying on time. And by paying on time, I don't mean paying the day before the events. Paying on time is as soon as the date is out and as soon the money is out, that the prices or deals, early bird and or full price or whatever price it is out there for the events, pay that. Be the first person on the door paying that. No at the door, but paying the capoeira event the day of the date is released and the price is released, because that is a huge value, because that will confirm right out of the gate how many people will be for sure in your capoeira event. That being said, that will tell you how much you can afford for a capoeira event. And I'm gonna make another episode about this, probably by myself or somebody. I will talk to somebody. If you are a teacher or instructor or maestre or whatever title, but you have organized not just little workshop, but batizado, which is bigger, and you want to talk about, you're not afraid or shy or whatever, talk about prices and of course respecting the privacy of other teachers' fees, but like how much you pay for tickets, how much you pay for studios, how much you pay for marketing, how much you pay for food, how much you pay for whatever extra, uh, uh, housing, because sometimes we gotta pay for housing for other people, or you bring your message. Sometimes you keep them in the hotel, but that's going to be a different topic. As a attendee, now you have to think about the budget. Hey, Capoeira Nation, I'm very happy to announce our workshop with Fosmanda Corulla, or also known as a Fosmanda Joy, all the way from New York on May 14th here in Indianapolis, hosted by us here in the Capoeira Brazil, Indianapolis. And this is going to be a 2 hours full of capoeira. The first hour is going to be full class with Fosmanda Joy. And we are going to have right after that a full hour of Hada, or full hour of us moving, connecting, and playing as much as you want and as much as we can. The early bird is going to end 1 month before the workshop. Okay, make sure you register, click the link below, and come join us on May 14th 2022 for this amazing workshop with Fosmanda Corulla. The budget, what I usually do is, if I have to fly, I start looking for tickets. The best time to travel is going to be Wednesdays and Mondays. So traveling out from the city to the event on a Wednesday, that's the best time to fly. Thursday start getting a little more expensive, and definitely sometimes it goes like up to double on the weekends, because everybody wants to travel on the weekends, right? So it gets more, the airlines get more money. Is on a profitable standpoint. So on a Wednesday is the best time to travel, and to come back is on a Monday is the best time to come back. You can come back on a Sunday, but again, everybody comes back on a Sunday, so it's a little more pricey. You probably get you can get a good deal, but still, of course, you got to think about work, because you're gonna be missing out work on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday if you don't work Sunday weekends. If you work on weekends, and then of course you're gonna miss out on the weekends of work. So you have to plan accordingly with your work schedule, or your personal work schedule. So I count the flight if I have to fly. If I have to drive, I count a full tank of gas of my car one way, depending how far I'm going. For example, I think with one full tank, I can drive up to 5 hours. I can drive more, but I don't really want to drive more than 5 hours. It's a lot of driving. So it's going to be 5 hours. I can comfortably do less than a full tank. I count as a full tank just in case I rather to be over than be under. So that means usually when gas wasn't this expensive, I used to pay up to $30 to $35. Have you noticed that when you fill up the tank for the same amount, sometimes it gives you more gas or give you less gas? It's kind of weird. I don't know how that works. If you know about gas, just let me know. So I don't know I don't know how it works, and I don't really care. So you fill up the tank, right? So let's just say, as an average, $30, right? Easy $30 just to make a number. I know some people it's going to be different. I know, just to make it even, $30. And then each day for myself, I add food up to $15. Okay, $15. $15 is a pretty good meal. $20 is when is a little more expensive area. But usually in capoeira events, you don't really spend a lot of money on food. And I mean, you're gonna spend money on food, but you know like what? If you travel, you know what I mean. So I average $15 per meal. Okay, so $15 for breakfast, $15 for lunch, and $15 for dinner for myself per day. So that means it's going to be what, $45 each day. Let's say usually a lot of capoeira events are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Usually on Sunday, I don't eat dinner there. So what is the math? Let's do a quick math here. Sorry, I'm not really good at math. Let's pull up the calculator. Oh wait, I have the calculator on the computer. Never mind. Okay, so let's say $30. Well, let's do $15 times what? We have 3 meals on Friday. 3 meals on Saturday, and let's say 2 meals on Sunday. So 15 times what? What did I say? 6? I was about to say 6. 6, 8 times 8. Sorry, I'm bad. I'm math. So 120 plus the $30 plus another $30 for gas. That's just traveling and expenses for just food and just saying that we stay in somebody's house. So for traveling, it's going to be an average of $180. Okay. That's just on traveling. Just to make it even, let's say $200, right? So you have to plan for $200 travel for the weekend, and that includes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's how I personally do it. Okay. Now, on top of that, you also have to add the Capoeira event price. Okay. And probably, if you're gonna go do extra stuff, you can add probably $50. Let's say, just to make easy math, is another $100 for the Capoeira events. That's $300. And then let's just say $50 just to like extra expenses for, I don't know, whatever, snacks or drinks or whatever, or just, you just go out to drink and go with your friends, right? Let's just say another $50. That's what, 350 and around $300, 300 $350. So that will be around the average of one person to travel. Okay. And putting it very expensive, it can be a little bit under or a lot of under, but I rather, when I budget my travels, I rather to go over on my budget. I try to have a overestimated number to have a underestimated number. And then let's say I calculate $200, but my travels was actually $400. So that's kind of like, I don't know if you follow me here. So that's how I usually calculate. Now so I had what budget. Sorry, I didn't take notes of this. I should take notes of this. So it's going to be budget. What was the other one? Housing, travels. So it's very important for us to calculate that math, because you gotta be able to afford these kind of travels, and to do it without being super stressed out, and to do it with time ahead. The other point was, man, what was the other point? Who can tell me the other point? Call me really quick. Never mind. This is recorded. But distance, let's just say distance, right? So on the distance, it depends on how far I'll travel. And I already say I wouldn't travel more than, if I drive, I wouldn't travel more than 5 hours. And if I fly, of course, I'll fly 12 hours. I don't know. One time I flew here in the US 6 hours, I think, was the entire flight, including, of course, the layover and everything else. So man, I forgot the second point. So the distance, the travel, and budget, traveling. And so if you are going to do housing, also if you're going to have Airbnb, you have to add this price to the budget. So it's very important for us to make sure we do this according to our budget. Another thing that I really encourage everybody, okay, is to please, if you make an event, you know what I'm talking about. Please don't wait until the very last minute to register to a Capoeira event, because it's super crucial, extremely important for you to register as soon as you see the time, and try to do your math as soon as you can, and try to make the decision quick as soon as you can. Sorry. to, because it's extremely, extremely valuable for you if you do the registration on time. And again, I don't say it on time with on time with the day of the event, or on time the day before the event, or a week before the event. You have to register as soon as you see that date. Now, for capoeira teachers, capoeira mestres, or whatever title you have, if we organize events over 6 months ahead, that's going to be even more, way more valuable for the capoeira community, because that give time for people to plan. That will give time for people to budget their money. That will give time for people to put PTOs if they have to put PTO, or you have to, ask for permission at work. So you have to request days off. So if you do it with 2 weeks, because I've seen it like that, and it's frustrating because you want to go support these schools, but they tell you 1 week before the event or 2 weeks before the event. And then it's very, very important for us as a capoeira teacher to satisfy the public, people that are attending our events. The event, the capoeira event, is not about us. The capoeira event is about the people that are visiting and the students. Okay, me, Kashishi, I'm talking about me personally. I don't do capoeira events for me. I don't do capoeira events to satisfy my needs. I do capoeira events to satisfy the needs of the people visiting and to satisfy the needs of people that does my classes, aka my students. Okay. So if you have capoeira event coming up, especially this year, 2022, we have so many capoeira events popping out, or whatever, however you want to say. But we have so many capoeira events on the loop, under the radar for us to go. My students and I, we did an estimate capoeira events around us. And it's about 10 capoeira events, just very close, which is amazing. I freaking love that, because that will give us more incentive and more capoeira around here. But many of them are popping out a month before or 2 months before. So if we can do the best that we can, I understand, I know, for whoever is organizing events, I know the budget, that's important behind the scenes. I know the tickets, I know the confirmation, and I know everything that goes behind. That's why I'm saying, if we can organize capoeira events, and if we can do it on thinking on a very, very, very ahead of time. Like, for example, I start thinking about my event the day after of my capoeira event. For example, as soon as I'm done with my capoeira event, okay, when is the best time for me to do my next capoeira event? I personally, I think, and I like it, having the same date all the time, or the same weekend all the time. It's not going to be possible to do the same date, but the same weekend all the time, because now then the following year, you already know, like, oh, like, on this time, on this weekend, Kashishi is going to have their bachizado, and Capo in Indianapolis, Capo Brazil in Indianapolis are going to have their bachizado. So I'll be there and I'll make sure. If I'm attendee, now me as a teacher, as for the teacher standpoint, that 1 year ahead gives me a lot of time for me to plan location, talk to my mestre, because my mestre helps me to shoot outs to Mestre Mindinho, because he helps me so much, so much. You have no idea how much he helps me. And I talk to him. The closer I get to the bachillerato, the more I communicate with him, because I want to make sure I have a great communication, not only with him, but also with all the teachers, or all the guests. So with my maestri, I usually communicate how I'm doing, who I want to bring, what is kind of the date I'm thinking of, uh, what day I would love for him to be here, uh, what if he can, of course, and who I need to talk to my for my events, who can come, because I do graphics, my own graphics, and if you see them, the Capoeira Experience Podcast, the Capoeira Experience Festival, and Capoeira Indie or Capoeira Brazil Indianapolis. I do all the graphics, I'll do all the videos, I do all this kind of stuff. So it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of thinking. Honestly, for the Capoeira Experience Festival, I made, no even kidding, probably like 4 or 5 short designs, because I move a little piece here, a little piece there, a little piece here, color, how it does it look, how does it look, this, how this line here, this line there, this font, this, and then until you find whatever like really look like, whatever looks really good. So it would be great for us to organize that with very long time ahead, because that will help us. That will help us so much, and that will help. Yeah, man, is that will bring so much value, because if I'm an attendee and I see a capoeira event popping to next year, and then I can be like, hey, okay, for next year, I already know this is going to be around this weekend. And I already know I spend for this weekend, I spend, let's just say $350. Oh, okay, I'm going to save $400. I know this trip is going to be $400. Okay. Just staying. Let's just say if I got to travel around here and, you just like 5 hours drive. And if I got to travel, of course, I got to save a little bit more. So I highly, highly, highly recommend for you to make decisions, register as soon as you can, all the events that you are going. Of course, I hear there's a capoeira event in Indianapolis, which is gonna be really good. I don't know who they are, but it's called the Capoeira Experience Festival. I don't know. Somebody told me it's pretty good, and it's going to be really cool this year. So our events this year, we have 2 events. We have one May. The May event is just a workshop. It's just to be 1 day class. That event is going to feature teacher, contramestre, mestre, or mestra, or profesora, or contramestra. I want to bring any person that brings value to the capoeira community, and male, female, I don't care. I just want capoeiristas. I'm talking about capoeiristas, okay, in general, because we are all equal, right? So the May event is going to be with Fosmanda Joy, for all the way from New York, also Fosmanda Coruja. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that. May 14th, 11:30 a.m. here in Indianapolis. Please contact me, email me, message me, shoot me a text, uh, or whatever. You can also contact me through Instagram, capoeira_experience. That capoeira experience is going to be our capoeira indie events. We're going to be sharing events, which is workshops and batizados. Okay. Then in October 6th to the 9th is going to be our second batizado. It's going to be really cool, because it's going to have, I already confirmed Mestre Mindinho, I already confirmed Mestre Cabezón, and I already confirmed Mestre Lobinho. Excuse me, one more time. So, and I'm waiting to confirm somebody else. Surprise, okay? Those 4 guests are going to be teaching classes from Thursday all the way through Saturday. Sunday is going to be a close hot. So we're going to have 1-2 hours workshop with somebody on Thursday, 1-2 hours workshop with somebody on Friday, And we're going to have workshop, workshop Hoda on Saturday, and then break, and then workshop Bachizado Hoda on Saturday. Now, these Hadas are going to be very long. So I want you to play as much as you can. So the whole point of this, you get the Capoeira experience through the Hada. So I want you to play as much as you can. So don't forget, early bird ends about a month before the event. And for the first time, I'm going to be doing a package of 4 people. Okay. Those 4 people are going to have a rate is not even $90, okay, per person. So not even, okay, is under $90 per person. If you bring 4 people or 4 people registered together, you gotta send me 4 names or nicknames or whatever, and the payment, and it's going to be extremely cheap. Once the event and the early bird and the group rate closes, the expression that is going to be on the Instagram page, we're going to go. So like it's like this: early bird, single person, full package, which means full classes and the shirt for $102. I think 100 something. It's 120, something like that. I don't remember. Let me look it up. Oops. So the event is going to be um, for early bird is going to be $102, $102.99. Okay, $102.99. So that includes full events plus the shirt. After that, the event goes to $150. So if you don't pay by early bird, you're going to be paying $48 extra on top of the price. So take advantage of those kind of prices. And the group discount is $81.75 each person. Each person, $82. Jesus, that's the cheapest I ever been in a capoeira event. Okay, so it's going to be $326.99 for a group of 4. The group of 4, of course, you got to register all together, and you got to attend all the events. Okay, I mean, you can come on Friday if you want to, but you have to register all 4 people, 4 people for $82. Yeah, that's cheap. Okay, from 82, you know what? I have it. Let's do the math right now. And I told you that I'm not good at math. So from 150, which is going to be the full event, minus, let's just say $83. You are saving $67. Jesus Christ. Super cheap. Okay. So sorry if you're not religious, or if you are. I'm very sorry. But it's just an expression, but super cheap. Super, super cheap. Okay. So if you are going to make it to our Capoeira event, I highly, highly recommend to register early, because that's going to end very, very, very soon before the event. Okay. So make sure you register, make sure you do those deals, and make sure you register for on any other Capoeira events so you can support the Capoeira event. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here. Um, budget, budget your Capoeira events. Make sure you plan accordingly with time and flying. And if you are going to housing, you are going to uh, be renting Airbnb or doing housing close by, that is not by any of the students, make sure you close enough and you have a way how to transport there. Okay. Thank you so much. If I miss one of the points, or if you think there's more more information that we should talk about, let me know in any comments, either on Instagram, either on Facebook, or either on YouTube. So I can hear your opinion. I want to know your opinion. I want to know feedbacks of the people of the community. We cannot be a community if we don't support the community or if we are not together with the community. So make sure you support the community. Make sure starting with your own school, with your own city, with your own state, around your state, and then you expand outside of the country. I highly, highly recommend going that way. If we're going to say that the community is important, if we're going to say the Capoeira community is our priority, let's make it actually a priority and let's actually take action on this. And let's support our Capoeira community by going to other classes. Doesn't matter your school, doesn't matter your style. And not only sending students, not only saying it by words, by doing it by action. Do it, be the example that you say that you want to be, or that you be the example that you wish other people would be. You understand what I mean? Okay. So keep supporting your Capoeira school, keep supporting your Capoeira community in your city, keep supporting your Capoeira community in your state, and then let's travel outside. Okay. But first, follow this episode or this podcast. Okay. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. So follow us on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because this is a lot of cool information, a lot of really, really valuable information on this podcast. And let me know what you want to hear about here. And let's see. And again, we talk about positive stuff just to let you know. Okay. Reach out. Don't be shy, even if you have 1 week or one class. I want to learn from your experience. It's not about who knows more. And it's not about who does it better. And it's not about who does more movements on he knows about on who's better. It's not about that. It's about the experience that you have in the Capoeira community once you start joining classes, or the experience that you have in class, the experience that you have in Capoeira. Okay. Even if you felt overwhelmed, you think Capoeira was really hard, or you think Capoeira was really easy, or you think we can get better at something. Okay. If you know what I'm talking about, don't be shy. Reach out, be part of the podcast, be part of the community, and let's learn from you. Doesn't matter if you have 1 week or if you have 200 years doing Capoeira. Okay. Let's go, baby. Don't forget to come to Indianapolis to Forman the Joy, and don't forget to come to Indianapolis to the Capoeira Experience Festival. Peace. Follow here the Capoeira Experience podcast. Peace. See you guys later. Peace. Hey, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being part of this episode one more time. And thank you so much for being part of the Capoeira community. I'm very happy you made it all the way to the end. Now, make sure you listen to the next episode next week, or the following week, or the previous episodes. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. And don't forget to reach out so we can have you on the podcast. Okay. Thank you so much for being part of this amazing journey in the Capoeira community. And I really, really hope to see you one time here in Indianapolis, or I'll see you in the hot next time. Okay. Keep training, keep your Capoeira school, keep supporting your Capoeira school, and keep training, keep loving Capoeira, keep training, keep playing the Hoda. I'll see you in the Hoda next time.